Today is the third day of trekking on my Annapurna Base camp trek. I wake up very early, around 4:30 a.m, and quickly get ready for the trek up to Poon Hill. It would take about an hour to get to the viewing area from Ghorepani, and right from the start, it is up. The stairs start right outside the tea house where I'm staying. There is a difference in altitude. It is about a 336 metre ascent to reach an altitude of 3,210 metres at Poon Hill. The track has a little bit of snow on it in certain places, and because so many people are walking this route, the snow becomes quite compact and slippery, a bit like ice. There is a handrail for some of the way, and it is very helpful in pulling yourself along, especially on the steep stairs. After about an hour, I reach Poon Hill, and I am greeted with the most incredible panoramic view of the Annapurna Mountain Range, and I am speechless. It is so beautiful, and the morning is so clear and crisp. You can see the clouds that are forming off the top of the mountains, and it's amazing that they seem to be creating their own weather conditions. The tallest mountain in this range is, and I apologise in advance for the pronunciation, is Dhaulagiri, and it is so fascinating to see the sunlight on the very tip of the mountain, while just to the left of it, the moon is still in the sky. The sun starts to rise over the range, and while I'm just sitting there soaking up all the views, there's a group near me that breaks into song, and they start singing Amazing Grace. The group stays at Poon Hill for about an hour, and then we make our way back down. Now, remember when I said there was compact snow on the way up? Well, it becomes somewhat troublesome on the way back down. There are people who slip over, but I'm pretty fortunate because I don't. The only good thing about going back down is the time it takes. What took an hour on the way up only takes about 35 minutes on the way back down. I get back to the tea house and order some breakfast as I am famished because I've been up for hours. I have porridge, scrambled eggs, toast, and fried potatoes. They do love their fried potatoes. It's so filling and tasty, and it would definitely help me power through the day. At just after 9 a.m, the group heads off towards Tadapani. The walk to Tadapani starts with some stone stairs, and they are tough work, but they soon give way to just a path, which, truth be told, isn't any easier. After a while, we come to a clearing, and the view from the clearing is just as amazing as it was at Poon Hill. The mountains are so incredible, and yep, I'm definitely still pinching myself that I am here and that I am walking amongst these giants. About an hour and a half after leaving Ghorepani, I reached the second highest point on the trek today at Duerali Pass. It is 3,165 metres in altitude, and it is hard work getting there, as the snow is making it difficult to walk up the hill tracks. The path seems to flatten out and it becomes a little more of a Nepali flat, which is a little bit up and a little bit down. You can see the mountains through the trees, and after a little while, the path becomes less open and it's more secluded, and it's around this point that the group comes across snow and ice. It's a bit tough going and slippery, but for now, we all manage to pretty much stay upright. After a quick break in Duerali for a drink and snack, we head back off again. And it isn't long before we come across snow and ice again. And this time the group is not so lucky with staying upright. There are a few spills on the steep sections of the track, and it's not just our group either. People were falling over everywhere. The porters and guides were absolutely amazing in helping people not to fall over. Of course, there isn't much footage of any of this because it is far too dangerous and everything just gets put away. You need your hands and you need your balance. Soon enough, we have come low enough in the mountain so that it's warmer and the snow has melted. And it makes walking enjoyable again. And my butt can relax a bit because it's been pretty clenched in fear for the most part. We come to the place in the track where I've seen many videos. It's where all the cairns are built. It's lovely in this section of the forest. We start to see all the rhododendrons, and there's one that's petals are falling to the ground like confetti. It is so mesmerising and beautiful. At 1:30 we stopped for lunch, and this time I order a dalbat, and I really enjoy dalbat, and unlike a lot of people, I do not get sick of them. They are so delicious. The rhododendron forests here are just simply stunning. It takes about another hour and a half after lunch of seemingly uphill walking before I arrive in Tadapani. Included in this hour and a half is a horse that was trying to stop me from walking past, which was a little bit scary, but we got through. Today has been grueling, and it was, to be honest, a little bit scary with all the ice and snow. And I'm just so glad that I'm finally at my destination for today. It's time for a hot shower and a spring roll for dinner, and then a really, really deep sleep.